Well, hey guys, it's your girl Brooklyn Stace and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is not your first time and you're a subscriber, well, guess what? Welcome back. Welcome to all subscribers, new and old. And guys, you are supporting the channel. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for supporting the channel. How are you supporting the channel? You're hitting the thumbs up button and you're subscribing. I am almost to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. And I just want to say thank you to all of you again who have supported the channel. For those of you out there that this is your first time watching me, make certain that you hit the thumbs up button and make certain that if you are not subscribed, that you do subscribe. As I said, I'm reaching my goal really fast of 1,000 subscribers, and you guys have helped me. So that is your way that you can support. If any of you have any questions, please make sure you make a comment and ask away. I'm pretty transparent. I will be going live more once I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I will be doing maybe some giveaways. You never know. I am loving all of the comments that you guys are making. Thank you so much. But today I'm coming at you with a different video. You can see my playlist for the hauls, the Temu hauls that I do. Please make sure you look at the playlist. I'll either put it here or somewhere, but definitely in the description box you will see the link to the Temu hauls. But today is a VSG update. I owe you guys a VSG update because I am 9 months post my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. For those of you who have no idea what VSG means and you're here for the first time, just curious, that is the weight loss surgery, or one of the bariatric weight loss surgeries. And as you can see, I'm outside. I like this night vision thing that I have been doing for some reason. I'm a night person. I'm a night owl. So yeah, so the nighttime is the right time for me. So when you hear certain sounds, you'll hear crickets, you hear planes overhead, you may hear some automobiles. It's literally planes, trains, and automobiles. I even heard it in my last video. So it's like amazing. I was like, that's planes, trains, and automobiles for real, for real. So if you hear that, just know it's where I am. It's my environment. And that's that. But like I said, I am here to talk about my 9-month post vertical sleeve gastrectomy. This is an update. By the time that you see this, it'll probably be around 9.5 months because I'm just late in getting out all of my videos. You know, I'm just doing a million things and life is lifing, as they say. So I just wanted to make sure I come back and tell you what's been going on. My VSG surgery was August the 17th of 2022. And my last video, I believe I was telling you some on-scale and off-scale victories, as I do with each video. But some off-scale victories is I went back into just for a regular follow-up, and I just asked the doctor to do some lab work because I wanted to know specifically what my hemoglobin A1C is. And if you see me looking down, you know, I have my notes. So my hemoglobin A1C, I looked at the chart, like a little graph chart that I made, well, that they made. And I saw that in May of 2022, that was 3 months pre-op. My hemoglobin A1C was at a 6. Before, I know, it was at a 6.1. But before I decided to have surgery, you may have heard me say this, and if you haven't, well, now you're going to hear it. I decided to do the keto diet, to do low carb and low, next to no sugars. I decided to eat as if I were a diabetic so that I did not become one. Because I know that, like I said, it was 6.1, and I stayed that way for a few years because I could control it. But I couldn't control, well, I shouldn't say I couldn't. I did not control it because I was not watching the carbs and the sugars, because back then that wasn't the thing to do. You know, it was just eat right and exercise. But, you know, I really wasn't a avid label reader as I did become. And so you see me swatting. There was something like a bug or something. So that was a little bug blooper. But anyway, back in May of 2022, like I said, it was 6.0. And the normal value, so that you know, is like a 4.8 to a 5.6. Percent. Those are the normal values of the hemoglobin A1C. And that pretty much measures hemoglobin A1C. Really tells medical professionals exactly what you have been doing in terms of eating, in terms of your diet for, three months or so. You can go in there and you can talk and say, oh, I do this and I do that and I eat this and I eat that and I don't eat this and I don't eat that. But your hemoglobin A1C will tell the truth. Okay. So yeah, so that part. So that was my hemoglobin A1C 3 months pre-op. That was a 6%, and I had brought it down from a 6.1. But then after I had my surgery in August, I didn't have it checked anymore. So I just asked the doctor to check it. And back in March, guess what it was, guys? Are you ready? It went from 6% to a 5.1. Oh my gosh, that made me so happy to know that 3 months pre-op, it was at a 6. And then 7 months post-op, and I actually don't know when it went down, but 7 months post-op, it was a 5.1. And remember, the normal values are 4.8 to a 5.6. And just so you know, here's some charts. So pre-diabetes is 5.7 to 6.4. That means you're in the pre-diabetic stage. Diabetes is over 6.4. Your hemoglobin A1C, that means you have diabetes. Now, once you're a diabetic, what they want your hemoglobin A1C to be is less than a 7.0. That's the glycemic control for diabetic adults. Okay, and so now overall, I just wanted to let you know that overall, yes, I do feel better. You have to understand that overall, I do feel a lot better 9 months post VSG. You have to know that, right? Because of not only the decrease in weight, but just everything in my body has, gone in check. Anything that was out of whack is now in whack, if that's even a term. In whack, out of whack, but you know what I mean. Now, food wise, I'm on a regular diet. So food wise, I can eat anything I want, but there are things that I choose not to eat. And why? Because I want to continue on my preoperative habits. I am on a regular diet. So yes, I can eat any and everything that I want, but I choose not to. Why? Because again, this is more of a mental thing as well as a physical thing. It's not just a physical thing. You have to make the right decisions. I think that is one of the reasons why, that is one of the main reasons why people tend to fail or go back and revert back and gain a lot of weight back, because they do not change their eating habits. You can say, oh, I can only eat 4 ounces of this, I can only eat 5 ounces of that, 3 ounces of this, but you save it and then you eat some more of it and then a little bit later and eat some more of that a little bit later, and it's bad foods, or fast foods for that matter, or heavy carb foods, heavy sugar foods. Well, you're still getting all of the calories, you're still getting all of the carbs, you're still getting all of the sugar, and that, I believe, is one thing that causes failure with this. So you have to have a mindset. Now, will I ever be able to eat some of those things? Sure, I can eat it right now if I want to. But the thing is, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? You have to ask yourself, is it worth, number one, the possibility of me getting sick? Because you never know how foods will affect you post-op. So you have to ask yourself, is this worth me getting sick? Is this worth me For those out there who have had the actual bypass, is it worth me getting the dumping syndrome? Now, there's a small percentage of people, very tiny percentage of people who have experienced. I've learned with VSG, they've experienced dumping syndrome. Also, I have not experienced dumping syndrome, and I don't want to know what that feels like. So that's why, I make that effort as to not have, a bunch of sugar and a bunch of carbs. And even you can have dumping syndrome and not be a surgical patient, because I've had that before, where I've had too much, on an empty stomach, and then I've had too much of fat, carb, sugar, and it makes you feel really nauseous for a minute, and then your body's like, oh my gosh, your body's in shock. So yeah, if I've experienced that, I don't want to know what post bariatric surgery dumping syndrome is like. So yeah, certain things I choose not to eat. Now, before, if you've watched me, you've seen where I measure my foods. I still measure my foods. I still want to hold myself accountable. So I can go over 4 ounces now. So, I can eat 4.5. Sometimes I can even eat 5 ounces. It will just depend on what it is I have had, that day. Like if I have only ate one meal a day, which is, I try my best to eat 3 meals a day, guys. But even before surgery, I wasn't eating 3 meals a day. I would do one meal and maybe two. So if I get really super hungry, yeah, I can eat almost 5 ounces, if not 5 ounces. And it depends on the density of the food. That's another thing. How dense is the food? How dense is the vegetables? How dense is the meat? Is a lot of things that it depends on. Now I don't, pretty much, I'm not a steak person. So I do chicken, I do fish, I do turkey. And, I have had bacon. Mainly, I do turkey bacon. Have I had pork bacon? Yeah. Because I was like, this bacon smells good. Let me have it. And all of a sudden, I've had pork bacon. So yeah, I eat sausages. I eat everything, but I just eat a very small amount of it. Now, in terms of drinking, I can definitely take in more fluids now. I'm still not at 64 ounces, but I'm close to it. So I'm in the 50s, the high 50s. I'm working my way to get the 64 ounces, to keep my body flush, to keep my metabolism going, and to keep that weight loss going, to keep, flushing everything out of me. Now, in terms of what I'm doing for exercise, I love the water. So I've been doing some water aerobics, going to, aquatic centers, YMCAs, and, different pools, and just getting in the water and moving, moving your body the same way that you would do in a gym when you're lifting weights and things of that nature. The same exact thing. It's just that I'm moving my body in the water. And when you move your body in the water, the force of the water, oh, that's some force. Don't underestimate the powers of the water, okay? Because that force of the water is just like nothing you wouldn't believe. Once you come out of the water, you are just as sore as if you were in the regular gym using the machines and pumping weights, because they have like barbells, they have the double barbells, and then they have the single barbells in the water, and you can do curls, you can do triceps. You can, you can work your shoulders. You can do like a chest press. You can do everything that you do with barbell weights in the gym. You can do the same thing in the water. And that's what I do, along with jumping jacks and running. And it's really good for my knees. It's really good if you have any kind of joint problems with your hips, your knees, your ankles. It's really good because you find that you don't feel it. Now, that's not to say that when you do get out of the water, the next day you're going to feel it, but that's an endurance thing. That's working, you're strengthening, and it's just getting used to it. And after a while, it'll go away and get a little better. So I do that about 3 times a week, and then the other times I do something at home in terms of my cycling and things of that nature. I do have like not, it's like an elliptical thing. So it's not as harsh as cycling, but you still can get a workout and it still has the tension controls that you can do. So that's what I do for exercise. Now, I told you about the off scale victories. I told you my digestion is a little better. So I am going regularly. Remember the last video I was telling you about the smooth move tea? And I'll put that up here too, because that is a really good thing. But I've also got really into using, I have herbal teas. I have teas like leaves like soursop leaves. I have avocado leaves. I have blueberry leaf tea. And I even have, I'm missing something. Of course, I do ginger. I do hibiscus tea. These are just some of the teas that I use, and there is also something called, it's becoming a craze. So it's like a blueberry flower, blueberry PEA tea, and it's really pretty. It's like a bluish, and when you put lemon in it, it turns purple. And it's high in antioxidants, and it's becoming, like I said, more and more popular. So I do those teas. Those about the teas. I think I'm missing one or another, but I do different herbal teas, and I find that helps. That, you know, some of these teas, they have medicinal properties where it helps with inflammation in your body. It helps, of course, with cough, colds, digestion. You know, it helps to detox the body's high in antioxidants. So of these teas that I've mentioned, look it up, you know, do your own research and see what the properties of those teas are. And they taste great. And, you know, it's just something that I do to get my fluids in, something that I do to just help my inner body, help me with digestion. It makes me more regular. I still take the stool softener, but I incorporated more fruits, things like, you know, prunes. I've always loved prunes. So, you know, prunes, pears, kiwis, blueberries, and strawberries. I don't do bananas because, again, that's high sugar. So, you know, when you make these smoothies, you have a tendency to want to put a banana in it, and the banana tastes good, but the banana has a lot of sugars. So that's why I stick to things like blueberries and strawberries. For the most part, fresh things. Now, also incorporate nuts, you know, healthy fats. And especially the times that I do not eat the meals that I should eat, well, I can eat the nuts. And the nuts that I eat are sunflower seeds. I eat hazelnuts. I eat walnuts. I eat pecans. And I will take, and I'll show you in another video how I make my own mix there. And I'll just mix a little bit of it up, and I still use those little cups that I had shown you before. I still utilize those, and those are my snack cups, so that I won't eat too many. And another in the nut family is cashews. That's another thing that I do like and do enjoy. Okay, so that's what I do. Those are just some nutritional things, little tips that I found that works for me. Once again, everything that I'm telling you is something that worked for me. Now, you out there, let me know if you have tried any of those things, any of my VSG babies, any of you guys, my VSG brothers and sisters. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what worked for you. I am so interested in knowing what has worked for other people. I'm interested in learning more because, hey, I don't know everything. I am a medical professional. For those of you who don't know, I'm a registered nurse, but I don't know everything, especially when it comes to this VSG, because guess what? I'm 9 months. But there may be someone that's a year out, 1.5, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Let me know what works for you. I'm always interested in knowing out there, what have you done? What did you find that helped you? And for those of you who maybe were wondering, what can I do for this or what can I do for that? Speak with your doctor and your nutritionist. That's the first thing you do, okay? But I am not your healthcare professional. I am just telling you what has worked for me. So, you know, if you want to take some of this information, jot it down and speak with your team and see if that's a good thing for you to try. It may be. And what I'm telling you is not a pill or a procedure. This is just something that is all natural. So, but everybody has a different body. Everybody has different health conditions out there. So that's why I say speak with your doctor and see if these things are a viable option for you to try. Okay. And so we're going to end this video because the bugs are among us. Now that these lights are on, bugs are attracted to the light. So you see me swatting and doing this and doing that. So we're going to end this, and we're going to end it with the updated weight loss. Now, the last time I told you, I believe I lost 102 pounds, and that was just a few weeks ago, or 104. I really can't remember. And that's horrible of me. I should have had that down, right? Oh my goodness. But anyway, I am now up to a 107-pound weight loss. Almost 108. I could round it up and say 108, but we'll leave it at 107. By the time that this video is posted, I'm sure it'll be 108 or 109. But 107 pounds lost in 9 months. Guys, I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. And as you saw in my Temu videos, I was thinking that, well, according to Temu, I wear about a 20, somewhere in a size 20. I started off, for the longest I was a 26, 28, but I crept up into a 30, not a 32, but I could get into some 30s, but things are cut a little bit different these days. So, but to know that I was at least an even 28, and now I'm down to a 20. It depends on how it's cut, maybe even a 22. But I am going to plan to go into a store and actually try on the traditional plus size clothes so that I will know exactly like what size I wear. And so, I plan to do that. And again, you see this light going on and off. There's a light here, and it's a motion light. So even though I'm moving, I'm not really moving. So it'll go off, and then when I move my hands, it'll go back on. But anyway, so that's what I have lost. And oh my goodness, to let you know, remember, if you've been following me, you would have heard me say that before I even decided to have weight loss surgery, bariatric surgery, I had been doing the keto and the low carb and, watching what I eat for real, and cutting things out for real, including fast food. Fast food is the devil. But anyway, I mean, it tastes good, but it's just not good for you. Well, unless you're just getting a basic salad and don't drown it with a whole bunch of uh, salad dressings. You can make your own salad dressings. I'll be doing those videos because I've been making my own salad dressings for quite some time now, to the point I don't even buy salad dressings. I haven't bought salad dressings in a minute. But nevertheless, 75 pounds before the surgery, and you add that on to the 107 pounds, almost 108, but we'll say 107 pounds that I've lost, and that is 182 pounds gone out of here. Oh my gosh, guys, 182 pounds total and 107 pounds since my surgeries, since 9 months ago. You guys have to know that I still am trying my best to get used to all of this, and then used to the reactions of people that see me and they're like, oh my gosh, you're losing weight. Oh my gosh, you look great. Oh my gosh, those clothes are too big for you. Oh my gosh, look at you. Yeah, I still have to get used to that. I'm not used to all of that attention. I'm kind of used to attention because, I'm a people person, and, I know a lot of people, and people are always around me. I'm around people. So, but I'm not used to this type of attention. And that's a whole nother video, that I want to talk about too. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on and let you know that. What my update is, because, I need to do some more VSG videos, what I eat in a day, and, food prep videos, just to give you guys some ideas out there, things that people that are thinking of having surgery, or people that have had surgery and just wonder, I don't know what to eat, what can I eat? Oh my gosh, give me some new ideas. People are always looking for new. I'm constantly searching for new ideas myself. So, I want to do some quick videos that show you that you can eat anything and things are easy to cook. It's just easy prep. In fact, once I log off here, I'm going to eat some salmon and some cabbage, and that's all I made. Some cabbage on top of the stove, some fried cabbage, and I just put a little olive oil in it. And I took some cabbage and some red peppers and some onions and some garlic, sauteed it all together with some seasonings and just a little bit of butter and a little bit of Thai seasoning. I love curry. So, you use a seasoning of your choice, and that's what I made. And put the salmon in the oven. That's it. That's it. That's all. So that's what I'm going to go have in a few seconds. So I just kind of wanted to come on and tell you guys a quick little update as to how I've been doing and give you my 9-month update. I'm going to give you my 10-month update next month, a little bit later on next month, which will be June. But by the time you see this, it will be June. So I'm going to be giving you my 10-month update, and that's that. So if you have any questions, please drop it down in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button, the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell to be notified. And like I said, any of you out there who have had VSG surgery, let me know how you're doing. Let me know how many months or years out you are. Let me know what worked for you. Well, let me know what didn't work for you. I am interested in knowing what you guys think about this bariatric surgery. Whether you've had the gastric sleeve VSG, or whether you've had gastric bypass, or the other procedures that are out there. Just let me know. Let me know how you're doing. And again, even if you have not had gastric surgery, any type of bariatric surgery, and you're thinking about it, let me know. It'll be really interesting to see who's watching this video. Okay, so that's it. That's all. And guys, you see me with my and this is my shirt of the day. It says, "I'm so CEO." You know why? Because I am so CEO. I am the CEO of my life, just like you are the CEO of your life, right? We all are the CEOs. We are the people that are in charge of us, right? So you can get this shirt, the I'm So CEO. You can get this at the I'mSoShirt.com. So you can grab one of these. You can grab one. It makes a great gift. Hey, Father's Day is coming up. So you can get one for your mom. You can get one for your children. You can get one for your dad. Anyone in your life, get one for yourself. And sport it proud. So go to the I'mSoShirt.com and just type in the search box CEO or whatever it is you're looking for. You can represent who you are and where you're from with an I'm So shirt. Okay? So that's it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, take care and be well. Bye-bye.